You ice fishermen, this is for you ice fishermen that have ice on the water right now. Your water is hard. Your water is hard. What can you do right now? What can you do right now that will help you catch fish later on in the year? Something you can do right now that'll help you catch fish later on in the year. If your water's frozen, you don't even have to be one of those that cut holes in the ice to make this tip work. Good morning, guys and girls. February 23rd, Proverbs. You know how much I love Proverbs. Proverbs 12:10, and y'all are going to love this one. A righteous man regards the life of his animal. That's right. A righteous man regards the life of his animal. My great fishing friend and buddy, Gary Yamamoto, always has a practice partner or two during practice days for FLW professional tournaments. It's common knowledge that I stopped fishing national tournaments due to rule changes that didn't allow my wife, Chris, to practice with me. They simply have a rule where you can't practice with a member of your family or anybody else other than another tournament contestant. So that means you can't practice with your son or daughter, your wife, your aunt, your uncle, your dad, your mom. Many of the fishermen practice with their wife. It was just absolutely fantastic you could do that. Chris and I have been practicing together for BASS tournaments, FLW tournaments, ever since we were teenagers, ever since we started tournament fishing years and years ago. I fished 54 years. I really wanted to fish 55. I was going to fish at least in 2020. 2019 was my last year. I had a good year, won close to $60,000 and had a good year. But I quit because I was going to have to do those 3 practice days by myself, which in essence, of course, it's dangerous, but not only that, it wouldn't be any fun. I wouldn't have much fun out there at all. And so I just decided to go ahead and hang it up after 54 years of tournament fishing. It's a terrible rule, I believe. I can understand those guys that fish by themselves think that if somebody's out there, two people in the boat practicing, they had an advantage. I don't know, and maybe they did. I don't know. But anyway, it's a bad rule, and it stopped a lot of the wives from fishing with their husband those 3 days practice, which I think is terrible. I think it's just terrible. Families should fish together. That's just my belief. How does Gary Yamamoto then get away with having a practice partner? How does he do that? It isn't his wife Beverly, it's Gary's precious little dogs. That's true. Rain or shine, those dogs go fishing, at least one of them, with Gary every single practice day. Not only that, they fish with him during the tournament days also. God is saying in today's verse that consistently righteous people take care of their animals. That's what he's saying. Righteous people take care of their animals. You know, Proverbs is full of attributes of righteous people. Righteous folks help their neighbors. Righteous folks tell the truth. They don't lie. Righteous folks are honest. They don't bend the rules. They don't cheat. Righteous folks are dependable. They work hard. And much more. Righteous folks, they talk about a lot in the Bible why they're righteous folks. For Almighty God to include animals with such merited characteristics as these shows just how much God regards the life that He's created. By the way, I'm reading out of our Catch a Better Life book. Want one of these books, give us a call or check it out on jimmyhouston.com. I think most of us regard the lives of our animals about the same as members of our family. We do that with our dogs or cats. I do that with my dogs. I do that with my deer. They pretty much become members of my family. It's about time to feed the animals right now, so I think I'll go take care of that. But before I do, let's check out our tip for the day. Our tip for the day, if it's legal in your area, and I realize that sometimes I give tips that's legal here in Oklahoma and not legal other places. If it's legal in your areas, build brush piles out on the ice for better fishing later on. That's right. You can drive out on the ice in a lot of places right now. Drive out there with your pickup load full of brush, build you a big brush pile up there. When the ice melts, brush pile is going to sink down. Put that around a drop off or a point or out on a long point, somewhere around a bend in a creek. Put it somewhere where it's going to attract fish and hold fish. When that ice melts, then you can have several brush piles built out there. GPS them where you'll know right exactly where they are. Now, If you build them out on the ice, other people are going to know where they are too, so you might have to share those brush piles. But building brush piles on the ice is a great trick to use this time of the year. Some of you live around where your water's frozen. If it's legal to do that. Do that. I promise you, you're going to establish some great fishing places for later on. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.